Well, well, well. Hello, hello. Look who's here already. Faceless Artist has made his return. Getting crazy already. Settle down. Tripping off the shrooms. Yeah, what's up to you, Faceless Artist? You have a face yet? Gizmo, Vocab, Traductus. How's it going? Yes, I know Vocab. I know. I like to make bold choices sometimes. Guess what, guys? I made a new layout. I made a new layout. Do you guys like new layouts? You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it right there. But first, you don't? Oh, you didn't get a face? Well, you don't need faces. All you need is games. I bet it sucks. Well, I can understand why you think that, given my past layouts. But this time I think it's good. All right, check it out. I feel good about it. Let's see what we have here. First, let me just pour some Coke Zero, caffeine free, into this cup with a mysterious brown liquid already in it. Bacardi Black? What is that? You're live? Me too. Let's check it out. All right. This is it. This is the new layout. Wow, look. Check it out. Look around. Mr. Leo. I have a new layout. Look. Look. Although I need to actually maybe redo this one, but look, Mr. Leo, new layout. Yeah, this is the Japanese Mario 1 art. By the way, notice that on the startup screen here, this is the redone version for the 30th anniversary. Wait. See, this was for Mario's 30th anniversary. But this is the original one here on the screen, and of course the Super Mario Brothers original Super Mario Brothers NES art. Very simple, very classic. That's there too. Yeah, remember when Bowser was gray? He's not gray in the game. You think the original artist's conception was that he'd be gray? But I mean, look, like Peach kind of looks a little bit like herself there. She looks more like herself in the art than in the game, where she looks more Toad-like in the game, right? If I recall, she sort of looks a little bit like herself there. But that is the original art from the Famicom cartridge there. Mr. Leo, what do you think about the new layout? You want Miyamoto drew it? Oh man, imagine if that was the case. Mr. Leo, look at my layout. Look. Well, there's trees. There's sort of, I don't know if you can tell, but there's trees behind me. Well, I mean, I realized I was making him. Oh yeah, it is replay May. That's the thing. That's what we're doing for May. Replays of games that I've streamed before. Yeah, I get excited. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe yeah, no, I know that like maybe that's not exactly the most exciting thing for you. Well, at least in concept it's like it's not the most exciting thing. But I just, I'm not saying that, Mr. Leo. I don't want to replay Kid Cool. As a matter of fact, it will be games that I choose to replay that I want to. Games I've streamed in the past that I want to play again. Breath of the Wild, not going to happen. Way too long. It's all going to be retro games. Sorry about that. Yeah. Well, there could be maybe there's a couple PS3 games in there, but exactly, Mr. Leo. There's a chance. Of course, there's a chance. There's not a chance, Mr. Leo. Kid Cool. No, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that at all. Do you guys like the? What do you think about the layout? Listen, so the thing I was doing wrong with my past layouts is I was too focused on you know, let me pull up the layout that I had before. And I don't think it was bad. But let's take the classic Kingsfield layout for a second here. And let me just kind of put these together. Yeah, so it's like, it's, you know, it's just like a bunch of skeletons. And that's it. You know, it is a layout. The problem with this layout is, I think my problem is, I was too focused on thinking about the layout when the game is not on the screen. And what really matters is how the layout looks when the game is on the screen. Well, like, for example, here, we'll take these off for a second. This looks, I think that this looks good. Also, my fonts were bad. My fonts were bad. They're better now, like, two mixed fonts for now playing, and then the game name, not good. And I didn't like either of those fonts either. So I picked a new font, kept it consistent. And I believe the replay may is, that text is, that little label there is on the same font as the well. So we got a little bit more font consistency. The position of the font is better, a little bit smaller. I think it looks cleaner, looks nicer. No, I will not, Faceless Artist. Settle down. It's still early. How much alcohol have you been drinking? Settle down. It's okay. Let's just look at, yeah. I mean, so the problem with this layout is when the game is actually on the screen, it just doesn't look as nice. See, it's all about how it looks when the game is on the screen. So let's pull up the game as an example. Let's say I was going to play Castlevania, which would look good with the new layout. It's, you know, it's fine, but I think that having the gray underneath the black is just a little bit not as attractive looking as it could be, in my opinion. I think with the games, like, especially with older retro games, I'll have to have different layouts. I still have to rethink, like, you know, the layout. If I'm playing a modern game, maybe it's different, but with a game like this, with a lot of blacks, you really want to have you want to have more blacks underneath it, I think. So I did a couple of things. Oh, let's see. I also like, there's also this. I did my Weird Dreams layout. Here, turn the game off for a second. I did a Weird Dreams layout, which looks pretty good. But the problem with this layout is it still has the same issue as the other layout. Also, I decided to make Maytag pop out more, because I was blending her a lot. Will this layout work with widescreen games? Mm-mm. Well, anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'll use this one for widescreen games. But, yeah, so I made Maytag more contrasty. But that, like, this layout's pretty good, but still, it has that same issue of the black up against the grays. Yeah, I don't know. I think that something like this looks more handsome. The Castlevania layout. By the way, this would be perfect for a Castlevania game, obviously. But I'll use it for whatever. That's right, Mr. Leo. Well, that's a good emote. No, you can't, Faceless Artist. But thanks for asking. I'll design my own. So this layout, all right. So if I turn the game off for a second, I just decided, you know what? Like, it's fine to just have this black box. It's better this way. And in fact, after all, the game covers can go there, you know, when we're not playing the game. So, like, having just a black background in the middle, it's actually kind of better, like, especially for highlighting the cover. It's kind of better than, you know, I used some game art here, but I did some borders with, like, some feathering. And I even put a little border around the timer. I put Chun-Li there. Now that I look at it, let me see. Should I have Chun-Li blocking the
the chat very, very slightly. Maybe, you know what? I think that actually looks fine.
Yeah, I like it too. Well, I don't know. Like, she's my favorite character in Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter 3 is my favorite fighting game. It's a great sprite. Of course, it's a great sprite, so why not use it? People like to have animated sprites. Animated sprites on the layout is nice, just for like a little bit more kind of charismatic appeal. Um, you know, and I don't know, like a sprite there. I was like, yeah, let's just go with the classic and let's just stick Chun-Li down there. Or I could have put the little pineapple bouncing there too. I thought about that. Replay Super Street Fighter 3. I will. That's in the plan. I'm going to be playing Street Fighter 3 because it is my favorite fighting game. I'm going to be playing Street Fighter 3. So, yeah, I'm going to be switching. The thing about this layout that I think is better is it's multiple. First of all, the black box in the middle just will look better as a border for games. So let me load up the game we're going to be playing. As a border for the game, having like a black border, personally, I think is just better. This looks better. It just looks more attractive. See how we have like little black border around the game? It just looks more attractive. It's nice. I have the game screen almost as big as it could be, but leaving a little bit of room at the top for the title of the game, which I think is good. I think, so what's my tolerance? What? I don't know what MJ is, faceless artist. Uh, Talking to your son? Is that faceless artist? Is he my son? Hmm. So the black box there. The thing about the black borders there is also it makes sense now to have Maytag kind of pop out. The Maytag art, I can have that more contrasty and pop out more because the thing is, like, without that black border there, I think it contrasts the game too much. Like, you really need the black border. Then, like, it becomes more attractive, I think, to have like that art. I mean, other noted streamers have art borders. It's I always want to be. Well, I mean, it's good to promote the other thing that I do, comic. The comic. It's good to have that too. It's good to have that included, and it's good art, and I can actually change that art now a little bit easier. I might try a different piece of art there, but I mean, like, that's classic art. It kind of, I mean, even though it has nothing to do with retro games, it sort of works in a way. And there's a lot more black. I made it more contrasty, a little bit more black. The background underneath me is it's a random game background from Castlevania 2. But I mean, it does make the chat a little bit hard to read on the video, but I think it's probably not too bad. I think it's good enough. It's probably fine. And you got the cover there. You got it can say the name of, if there's like a special feature, it can say that, like Replay May. Got that there. I made that, and there's a lot more. I like there's more black. There's black borders now. I just think it looks better. I think it looks more appealing. So yeah, everything pops off the screen more. I really thought about it. I really put some thought into it, like and I realized that I was making a mistake again. Too much grays and just having the game floating on the background is okay, but I don't think it looked as good as it could have looked. But now I think I'm happy with it. Like, I'm happy with this layout, and I could also do other things. I can mix it up with different backgrounds on the right side as well, or different art on the left side. MJ is Mary Jane. Ah, I know that character from Spider-Man. Um, I'm pretty good at this game, but I have not played through this game Warpless in a long time. And as I was going through my videos, doing my YouTubing, And we're still around 1,290 videos uploaded to YouTube. We're getting close to game number 300 for Fliptendo, but I would have worked on it today, but I've been spending all day working on my layouts. I did a couple of streams of Super Mario Brothers 1 where I tried to do like Warpless, and I don't think I ever did it on stream. I don't think I ever finished my Warpless challenge. So that is exactly why we're going to do that now. That's why we're playing this. I need to finish the game Warpless. That's it. And it's not going to be that hard either. And I know the position of all the 1-ups. I'm going to collect all the 1-ups. I'm going to try to collect all the invisible 1-ups. In case you don't know, if you play through the game Warpless, there's specific spawn requirements for the 1-ups. You have to collect all the coins of the 3rd stage of the previous world. If you warp, the 1-ups are always there. But otherwise, if you're playing through Warpless, you're not using warps. After World 1, you got to do the coin collect. I think probably most people don't even know that that's a mechanic in the game. But all right, well, anyway, let's play Super Mario Brothers. This game is awesome. I haven't played it on stream in a long time. I loved this game when I was growing up as a kid. I have, strong memories of, like, really, really wanting to play this game as a kid. Like, the first game I ever saw on NES was this, and at my friend's house, and I would want to go to my friend's house all the time just so I could play this. Pacifist Warpless? Nah, dude. I don't think so. I know the maze. I know the mazes, yeah. I know the mazes. I'm sure there are, like, Warpless speedrunners, right? I'm not super dialed in to the... By the way, does Darby still have the world record, or who has it? Because it changes a lot, right? I'm not really that dialed into the speedrunning world. So I don't know if... But I'm sure there's Warpless speedruns, right? Even memory, not like... Oh, dude, I love this. This was, like, one of my favorite games when I was a kid. Like, because before I had a Nintendo, my previous system was Atari. I went from Atari to Nintendo, and the Nintendo just seems so incredible. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a Sega fan. Sega's awesome too. I love this game too, so I'm sure a lot of us like it. I'm sure a lot of us love it. There's another flower we don't need. So I looked it up as far as the points go. I didn't understand how the lives with points mechanic worked with this game. I didn't know for sure if you get lives for points. But from what I read, you only get lives. See, we want to probably go down this pipe. I think it's like 3 coins. I'm going to try to collect as many coins as I can, just to collect as many lives as I can. Just to, make the Warpless easier. Because I'm not like an expert at this game or anything. Road Fighter. That's a pretty decent early Konami game. I think that's one of the first Konami games. Yeah, the speedrunning tech for this game has gotten extremely crazy. Flower there that we don't need, and so in other words, I'm not going to be bothering to with points. I don't care about points. I'm not going to be warping. We won't be going that way, and we also will not be getting minus world. But I do know how to get it. So if I finish this early, we could maybe try to get minus world. That's too bad, Faceless Artist, but listen, go back in time and play some... It's not hard. Play some NES. Yeah. Play some old games. Play some NES. It's still very good. So this is a treetop stage. It's the third stage of every world is the coin stage. It's the stage where you want to make sure you collect all the coins. These stages are always, well, they're usually a bit simpler than the first two in terms of like things to collect and secrets. Like there's usually not sub-worlds or sub-levels. And probably most people don't even know that there's this like coin mechanic. Yeah. If you want the 1-up to spawn, the invisible 1-up to be there, you have to collect all the coins specifically on the third stage. Whoa! And of course, we only ever get 2 hits in Mario 1. Getting hit from Fire Mario brings you back down to Little Mario. So you can't take it too lightly. So getting to the top of the flagpole, getting like fireworks and stuff like that doesn't make any difference. You just, it's too bad you don't get points. Like, you don't get lives for points in this game. Past 20,000, like, you only get 1 at 20,000. You never heard the coin rule? Yeah. It's legit. I'm sure most people don't know it. Because most people who play this game just use the warps. If you just use the warps, the coin rule it becomes irrelevant. Because if you use the warps, the 1-ups in levels, in World 4 and World 8 will always be there. Using the warp makes the 1-up rule, it nullifies it so that you don't have to, the 1-up will just always be there if you warp to that world. So if you just use warps to get through the game, you go from like stage 1 to 4 to 8, like the optimal route. Oh man, now I can't kill him with fireball. I wanted to kill him with fireballs. I think he becomes a Goomba. Each Bowser becomes a different enemy if you kill them with fireballs, and he becomes a Goomba. It's another little hidden detail. Kind of like how, like, in Mario 3, there's little details in each world, like there's the king. The king has different dialogue depending on what suit costume you're wearing when you beat a world, and I think there's also like a different king graphic for each world as well. And of course, like Super Mario Bros. 3 has its own coin mechanic, like to make the secret things appear, like the coin ships in the white mushroom houses. So there's like secret requirements for those. Well, I'm not sure about the white mushroom houses, but the white coin ships, you have to like, there's a specific stage where you have to collect all the coins. So it's actually kind of a throwback to this game. Using continues? Oh yeah, of course no continues. Of course no continues. So the first vine is here. Should be right here, I believe. I'm gonna try to get like as many secrets. I'm gonna show off as many secrets as I can as we play through. Generally, you want to take all the vines. It's usually worth it to get the coins if you're trying to actually get coins. You know, but most people who play this game probably just try to speedrun it though. But I will not be doing that. I will be trying to get as many secrets and coins as I can, lives. And I'm not that good at the game anyway, so better to collect a lot of lives just in case. Okay, have fun, faithless artists. There is a power-up in this block, but it's really difficult to get it unless you're little. Although it's possible you can like do a duck jump. There's no need to do it, it's just a fire flower, but oh, I guess I won't worry about it. And then right here, you can forego the spring by just hitting that little hidden block there. When I was a kid, I always used to wonder if you could jump over the flagpole and like find a secret that way. And of course, like in more modern Marios, you can do that, but in Mario Bros. 1, you cannot do that. It's an invisible wall there. Exactly, Mr. Leo. Apparently that's the case. Maybe they weren't dressing up. Maybe they're using magic. Even as a kid, I understood the trick with these guys. As long as you stay... I don't even think you have to duck. As long as you stay in the bottom row, I mean, like on the seabed floor, the squids can't touch you, so you're safe as long as you're standing on the floor. Yeah, there's an invisible wall, and you can't jump over the flagpole. I guess in Lost levels you can, though. Yeah, it's true. Like, in Lost levels, you can get, like, super springs. There's super springs that make you jump super, super high for a ridiculous amount of time. And you can use those to jump over. But in the original Mario Brothers 1, you cannot jump flagpoles. You know what? A thing that is interesting about Super Mario Brothers 1, there's a bunch of interesting things about this game. The fact that in the water stages, there's undertow. There's this undertow mechanic. So, I mean, like, this is one of the first water stages in a game, right? I don't know if it's the first. It's probably not the first, but... Look, like, if you just stand here, notice how you get pulled into the pit because there's undertow. That's a pretty fun mechanic for a water stage that's not... Like, is there any other game with water stages that has undertow? And I knew about that as a kid. It's like, oh, dude, watch out for the undertow. But I feel like we forget about that. So, you know, like, it pioneered the concept of mashing the button. Like, you can mash the button. It's sort of like a flying mechanic, the way the water mechanics work. Mashing the button to swim. You know, this game kind of pioneered that. By the way, this is a third stage. This is 2-3. So, in this stage as well, we would like to collect all the coins, if possible. I've got them all so far. These particular ones are a little bit tricky. I got them. Okay. If I missed those, well, I wouldn't be able to go back and go get them. We collect all the coins here, then the invisible 1-up will spawn in 3-1. Otherwise, will not be there. So, as a kid, I knew about most of the invisible 1-ups. Ah, the fish neutered my jump. That's my first death. Okay, we're doing good on lives. I'm like still at 7. Oh! I think if you checkpoint in this stage, it takes away your right to the 1-up. I think we lost the 1-up in World 3 now, because I believe if you get checkpointed, you lose your right to the 1-up. Like, you can't collect all the coins anymore. I think that's how it works. I don't know. Let's just collect all the rest of them just to double check that. But I think that even if we collect all the rest of the coins now, it won't matter. Too bad. Like, it's not hard. It's not a hard stage to collect all the coins in. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it, since there's no way to get out of the checkpoint. It was too hard? Harder than Contra? Well, if you knew about the warps, it was really not too hard to beat. But I just played this game a ton when I was a kid. Like, I played this game a ton. And so, yeah, of course I beat it, but I feel like I never beat it warpless as a kid. I did somehow know about the warps. I do remember, like, the warp zone in World 1-2 that goes to 4 is pretty easy to find, and I probably found that as a kid. But I feel like... the warp zone to World 8 from 4-2, I don't know if I found that one for myself. Like, that one's pretty tricky. I think I did find that if you do the same thing in World 4, you know, like 4-2 is the sewer level, or the cave level, or whatever you. By the way, those the cave levels in this game are, of course, those are throwbacks to Mario Brothers, the original arcade game. Kind of have the same look. Oh yeah, Mario 2 Warpless is difficult as well. That's probably more difficult than this. Mario 2 Warpless is probably the most difficult one of the 3, I want to say. But they're all... It's a really good game. We'll do that at some point. Yeah, something about the way momentum in this game works feels really good. So, like, for this guy, we can actually go up here as a trick to avoid him. But usually you want to just time a jump over him. the feel of this game is good. Yeah, I mean, famously, you know, I think Nintendo, Miyamoto always talk about how, like they spend a lot of time just like focusing on like how to make the game feel fun to play. Like game feel is the big thing for Nintendo, and they're probably the best at it. I mean, Mario 64 is still one of the most incredible games of all time for how it feels. Let me see. The 1-up in this stage is on the bridge, right? I think it's on the bridge. This one here. But will it be here? I'm guessing it will not be here. It should be like right here somewhere. Nah, I don't think it's... Yeah. So, as I thought, if you checkpoint on stage 2, 3, you cannot collect that 1-up. Aw, bummer. But yeah, should have been there. Oh well. Hammer Brothers can be tough to deal with unless you have firepower. You can collect those extra fire flowers for 1,000 points, but there's no need to worry about points in Mario. So there's a vine here, a little bit tricky, but you just do a running jump from there, and it's not too hard to get in there. Ooh. And we'll try to collect as many coins as we can. I predict that I did just like a little bit of practice and review of this game before playing this, and I predict that we're gonna do this the first try. I don't think this is gonna be that hard. I know in the past I tried to do warpless runs of this game, and I usually get like stuck on stage like world 6 or 7. But I reviewed the maze. The maze. Oh, let's try to get the 1-up here. I messed up. It's pretty difficult to get the 1-ups. Here, let's try it again. It's pretty difficult to time that. Like so if you in case you don't know, if you jump on that turtle exactly right, you can bounce off him repeatedly to get like a whole ton of 1-ups. But it's pretty tricky to do. Pretty tricky to time. Well, I'll show that off later. Alright, 3, 2. There might be a place here where you can get a 1-up with the turtle shell. Maybe? Star there. I think it might be here. Oops. That green turtle right there, I think if you catch him, you might be able to get a 1-up from all these enemies here. But I missed him. Oh well. First World, what's up? How's it going? Do you like Mario 1? This game it's classic. You know what? It feels good to go back and play this game. I needed this. I needed some Mario, some Super Mario Brothers 1. I needed this in my life. Old Mario. Dude, old Mario games are so good. All right, so we're in 3-3. Once again, this is a 3rd level of a world. We want to try to collect all the coins here. We want to collect every coin. These can start to get pretty tricky if you're trying to collect all the coins. It shouldn't be too hard here. Every coin, no coins left behind. Oh. We'll take it slow and play it kind of safe. We're trying to collect every coin. Is this the one with like this? Yeah, these things. What do you call it? Like scales or whatever? Monocule, what's up? Look what I'm playing. I'm playing classic game. Monocule and First World as well. Look at the layout. The layout. Have you noticed that the layout is different? I tried to make the layout more appealing looking. What do you think? Alright. Oh, shoot! Whoa. Okay. Almost messed up. Monocule, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day. I spent today, a lot of today, working on just like the new layout. I hope you like it. Exactly, like that's what I was kind of going for, was clean. I wanted to just look cleaner, nicer, more appealing. Black borders, you know, which I think is just better for retro games. That's what I was going for. Got a little Chun-Li action on there. And it's replay mode. I'm going to be replaying many games I've streamed before. Games that I've streamed before, but I want to replay. In other words, it's going to be all games this month that I really like. You know, once in a while, listen, I usually play games that are new to me. That's what I usually am doing, because there's so many games like I want to try out. But this month is different. This month is all games that are not new to me, that I just want to play. Try to keep my fireballs. You really can't tell the difference? Maybe I'll show off the layout and talk about it more later. For those that missed it. But basically, so the Maytag on the left side, she used to be kind of faded. I increased the contrast. Doesn't she seem like more contrasty now? I put a black border around the game screen. I feel like with retro games, black borders are more attractive. So black borders around the game screen and on the top, more contrasty like art that pops out more on the left side. On the right side, I tried a couple of things. I decided to go with this like Castlevania 2 kind of art on the right side. And I was going to initially have it go all the way across like I usually do, but I decided it's better not to do that. It's better to have like black in the middle. So rather than the kind of grayish backdrop I usually do, I wanted to have a backdrop that was like more focused in like blacks that would help the game pop out more. And there's a Chun-Li below me. There's a Chun-Li. And there's black border around the camera. And just like, there's some subtle stuff like that. So in World 3, Bowser becomes a Buzzy Beetle if you kill him. He was a Buzzy Beetle. Wow. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it did look fine, but I personally, artistically, feel much better about the way it looks now. I just feel like it looks cleaner and more handsome now than how it looked. It looked just a little bit sloppy to me. I didn't like how the fonts were kind of, like, there's too many fonts that were, like, sort of conflicting with each other, and, you know, I don't know. So the 1-up should be here, because we did, in fact, get all the coins on World 3-3. Since we got all the coins on 3-3, the 1-up will be there. Lakitu, let's see, I should go down, one of these you can go down, and I should go down it, but I don't remember which one it is. Maybe I missed it. It is, even though he doesn't stay dead for that long, but it's probably good to kill him if you can. Power up in there, but I don't need it, so. Well, so far, so good. I mean, we're on World 4, and I've only died one time, and, got plenty of lives stocked up. World 6 and 7 and 8 is where it starts to get difficult. Speaking of buzzkill, my Coke and rum is giving me just enough buzz to really enjoy the game. Hi, Skittles! Look what we got here. No more Amiga. We have classic NES. How do you feel about that, Skittles? I'm going to be playing through this game Warpless and showing off all the secrets I can. Aside from warps. So there's a secret coin thing here. I'll take it. I need more 1-ups. power up here. One thing that I notice about this game, it seems like per screen, if you think of like each screen as like one room, I think there's only one power up per screen. So if you find a power up in one area, like let's say a bunch of boxes or bricks, you don't really need to check all the rest of them. Pretty much there won't be any others. Now to get this warp, this vine, you need to hit the bricks in a certain order, like that. Little, like this, and then kind of inch to the side and like hit it like that. There's a coin here. If you hit that one, you won't be able to get the brick, see? Let's see. And there's some coins here. That's crazy, First World. I didn't know that. How are you doing today, Skittles? There's a star in a brick here, but it's not really worth going for. Don't bother with it. I'll collect these coins, though. I know. Skittles, as a kid, I remember figuring that out. Like, I remember, wondering what was the deal with those coins, and I would hit the middle one, too. But it took me a while to realize that that one coin was blocking that brick. Like, I don't think that I used a magazine. Like, I think that I figured that out. Like, I think that all the warps I discovered... Because at the time, I didn't have Nintendo Power. There was no Nintendo Power when this first came out. And there wasn't strategy guides. Or was there? I don't know. I didn't have one, though. Oh, I should probably hurry. We're almost at the end. The power up there that we don't need. Uh-oh. And, you know, if you'd taken the vine, that would have taken you to a warp to 6 to 8. If you go on the top, it takes you to a warp to 5. But we are not warping, so we'll just take the normal route. Yeah, only one power-up can be on the screen at a time, that's right. So that's probably why they didn't put them too close to each other. Usually there's only one power-up per screen. Well, always there's only one power. Even the coins can only be like... Yeah, there's only one power-up like per room of the rooms that the levels are made up of. I couldn't. As a kid, I could never get it to work. As an adult, like save state practice until I could get it to work. In fact, I don't even think I could beat this game warpless as a kid either. Alright, so we're on 4-3. If you want the 1-up in World 5 to appear, we need to get all the coins here. I think it might... There's a couple of little difficult spots here, but we'll see if we can do it. Like, right here is a little bit tricky because of that, because of this issue. Can I make this jump now? No! I didn't... You have to be a little bit delicate there, that you don't raise that platform on the right too high, like that. Although, even if you do, that jump is makeable, but I mess it up, of course. So, once again, you have to collect all the coins on every third stage to make the 1-up appear in the next stage. And, of course, then the 1-up is still invisible, so you have to know where it is. Yeah, this spot's a little bit tricky. Oh, man. So yeah, I got it, guys. No problem. Alright, we got every coin so far. Keep collecting those coins. Oh! Shoot, I can still make it. Okay, so far so good. I think we got every coin. Got a 1-up. Good. And there's the flag. Oh yeah, there was Nintendo Fun Club, but I never had that as a kid. I never had Nintendo Fun. I didn't get in... I remember the specific Nintendo Power where I first started subscribing. It was the DuckTales issue. The DuckTales issue of Nintendo Power was the first one I got. I mean, it would have been a couple of years after this game. Oh, water minus world itself is a water stage that just repeats infinitely. But the actual trick to get to minus world is on 1-2. You have to like do a specific thing with like wedging your head into the bricks. If I can beat the game Warpless, then I'll try to do that afterwards. Oh yeah, I did. Maybe we should spend a stream just like reading Nintendo Power, like old Nintendo Power issues sometime. I mean, I know there's some other people, there's some other streamers that do that. Like that seems pretty fun. Monocule, you should play this game sometime. It's classic. Like, it's still classic. It holds up. It's awesome. So this is the maze stage. World, like 4-4 and 7-4 are maze castles. This is a very simple one. I'll show off what happens if you take the wrong way first. If you take the wrong route, like let's say I fall down here. It will then repeat. Oh, Monocule. It's okay. Monocule. See, it repeated. Oh my goodness, the stage is repeating. What do I do? Well, it's a pretty simple gimmick here. As long as you don't fall, as long as you take the top route and don't fall down these pits, which of course requires you to know that you can like hold the run button down to run over like gaps like that. Then you get the next part of the stage to load. And then here, a little bit more complicated, but not really. You just have to take the bottom route. The middle and the top will repeat. The bottom one is the correct one. And then that's it. The maze stage in World 7 is much more complicated, but it's still not that bad. Well, that's true. It is a minus. It is a negative, first world. Oh, that's right. They added that in the All-Stars version. That was a good way to like keep the maze stages, but like make them a little bit more user-friendly. Like the chime thing was a good idea. But then again, it's more mysterious without that. Having the chime makes it a little bit too... It kind of takes the mystery, the feeling of mystery out of it, so... I don't know if that's necessarily better per se, but... It does make it a little bit more friendly in a way. Alright, World 5. The 1-up should be here. I think we might want to go down one of these pipes, maybe. Oh, I can't quite recall. Whoa. Power up here. Oh, there's a star there. Okay. Alright. Where is the 1-up in this stage? Oh, it's here. It's in this little gap. Now, this will not spawn if you haven't collected all the coins in 4-3. But because we did, it spawns. Oops! Well, it's not going to spawn again. The 1-up tricked me. Let's just double check. I don't think it spawned again. See, look. That's what usually happens. Oh, I think there's a hidden route in this pipe here that we probably want to take. Take the coins. Nah, I mean, I don't mind the chime either. There's kind of like a trade-off to it. It makes the game like a little bit more user-friendly at the cost of some like kind of mystery. Some sense of mystery. It's a trade-off. It's like a small trade-off, I think. So the bullet bills will not fire if you're standing right next to them. Which is useful. Just like with the piranha plants, how the piranha plants won't come out of the pipe if you're standing next to the pipe. Which, if you think about it, is a pretty, like... It's a pretty nice little modern touch that the game has. Like, the fact that, like, standing next to things like piranha plants and such stops them from spawning. Like a little way to make the game a little bit more friendly, approachable for people. A star in the Bowser stage. As far as I know, that's false. None of the Bowser stages have a star. Like, that's just not the case. Usually with the flying turtles, the flying Koopas, it's better just to jump over them. The safest way is just to jump over them. No, maybe in Super Mario Brothers 2, the Japanese Super Mario Brothers 2, that might be the case, but not in original Mario 1. Exactly, he's too scared to shoot. Exactly. You seen speedruns do it? Well, tell me what stage it's in. I don't remember that being the case. I think there's a power up here, maybe? Oh, yeah, okay. We're in 5-2. World 5 is kind of where, like, the bullet bills start to appear. Oh, what? Why did I take damage there? Okay, whatever. Damn Hammer Brothers, dude. Oh, he didn't die. Well, whatever. I don't think there's anything there. Keep going. There might... Oh! No, wait, no. Was there something here? I feel like there's something here. Like a mushroom, maybe? Or a star, okay. That's good. And there's a mushroom in these little blocks. Really hard to collect if you're not Little Mario. And... Oh, this power up as well. We'll take the low route. Nothing in those blocks, I don't think. I still have a lot of lives. I've made a couple of careless mistakes, but we're doing good. We're doing fine. I don't know, Mr. Leo. I can't think of... I don't think that's the case. Maybe in 8-1. Alright, so this stage here is the first repeat stage. There's 8 worlds, 4 stages per world, but they're not all unique. There's a couple of stages that are reused. Like, this is just 1-3, but with bullet bills. And there's a couple more stages like that. I'm sure it was to save memory. But it's not just the bullet bills. There's also smaller... The little moving platforms are smaller as well in this stage. Now, one trick to this stage is there can only be one bullet bill on the screen at a time. So once it's fired, you're safe to just go. Right. And of course, this being a tree world, we want to collect every coin here. I believe we got every coin, so the 1-up mushroom should spawn in World 6. The only one we missed so far is World 3, because I had a death on the flying fish stage. Man, I remember being so scared of those flying fish as a kid. Is Lakitu Koopa? I don't know. He's whatever he wants to be, I guess. Now, this stage as well is also a repeat of level 2-4. 5-4 is 2-4, but just with more fire bars. So this big long fire bar here, which is the only instance in the game that has this big fire bar, I think, it only appears in 5-4, the 5-4 version of this stage. And there's a power up there that's really difficult to collect as well. We don't need to bother with it because we're already powered up. We should instead just like try to rush past that. There's also more fire bars here as well to make this part a little bit trickier, but essentially it's the same stage. You can go along the top here, but it doesn't really do much for you. I always used to wonder as a kid, what would happen if you could get on the top, like getting on the top of the stages. When you guys played this as a kid, were you like kind of obsessed with stuff like that, like getting on top of the stages? You know, World 1-2 trains you to like think that if you can ride the top of the stage and go past the end, you could get to like warps and stuff. So I always used to wonder what would happen if you like went across the top of the castle stages. But I don't think there's any spot in the game where you can do that, where you can get like over Bowser, as far as I know. Like here, where there's a Bowser, on World 5, he becomes a Lakitu. Did you guys know that? He becomes a Lakitu. Now you know. Double fireball. I don't know what that means. Alright, so... Alright, World 6. The game starts to get actually difficult here. Kind of. Somewhat. We can just keep killing Lakitu to reduce his influence here. Lakitu can be a pain in these stages. Alright, the 1-up is here. It should be here. There it is. Because we got all the coins in 5-3. That is there. There's a trick here. You can find some invisible coins to help you get at Lakitu, just to kill him. Little trick there. Little hidden thing there. Power up in there that I don't need. Metal machine, exactly. This block I'm standing on there has coins, but you have to be Little Mario to get that. The first video game ever made. What's Pong? I've never heard of Pong, but I've heard of Super Mario Brothers 1. Monocule, how much do you know now? Do you know enough? Metal Machine, what's up? I hope you like my new layout. Check it out. New layout. It's new. Alright, so here... I think there's coins here. And we're still collecting lives, so we'll get those. And you can probably go down this one and get more coins. Lucky 2. Lucky 2. Lucky 2. Well, you know what, First World? You're lucky too. I don't know if that's the case, Monocule. Maybe you can get to... You probably can get to World -1 from other stages, but... In theory, you should be able to do it from 5. Well, I don't know, honestly. No, maybe 5 doesn't work because the warp pipe's in the middle and you need to use the left one. Well, anyway, I'll try to get to Minus World after I've beaten the game Warpless. I think there's a power up here. Buzzy Beetles are like Koopa Troopas, but they can't be killed by fireballs. That's the main thing that makes them more dangerous. I think there's a vine here. Is there a vine here somewhere? I think there's a vine. Oh, here. There's a block here to get up to it. Coins, First World. I'm getting rich. Cherry 7-Up. Wow. Cherry 7-Up. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, maybe it's only on 1, 2 that you can get Minus World. That probably is the case, I suppose. Ooh, I got all 3 of those coins. Alright. Let's proceed. This is kind of like Pipe World. This is like the Piranha Plant Pipe World from like Super Mario Bros. 3 World 7. How many pipes? Ignorant to the point of offensiveness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, First World. I feel like a fool. Did you guys notice that my lives were crowned? Don't you love how in Super Mario Bros. 1, it's such a sophisticated game. It's so ahead of its time. It's so incredible in so many ways. But they couldn't figure out how to have a tens digit. They were just like, well, They're never going to get more than 10 lives, so why program that? Or did they intend for there to be a crown as a tens digit? The tens digit is a crown. I don't know, but I never questioned that as a kid. As a kid, I was just like, it's a crown. I've got crown lives. So we're in 6-3. This is one of the tougher stages, and this one as well, we want to try to collect all the coins if we can to make the 1-up on World 7 appear. But this is one of the more difficult ones to do that. But I will try. I will try. I'm going to try to make that 1-up in World 7 appear. Let's see if we can do it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. 10 lives is absurd, exactly. Exactly, Metal Machine. We didn't know. We didn't know. We were fools. Oh, this is this tricky spot right here. Oh, I messed up the jump. No, no, no! I missed! Oh, oh, oh! Careful, Mario! Watch your momentum! Alright. Alright. Everything's good. Everything's good. Good, good, good. I got all the coins so far. Everything is good. I'm taking it slow. I got those coins. I got these coins. I got all the coins! We did it. The 1-up's gonna appear on World 7 now. Coin 2 lives. Guys, have you ever had coin 2 lives before? Have you? I do. I do. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second. I'd like to not take damage, please. No! Oh! Wow. I avoided damage. Alright, good. I'm going to fireball that Bowser. We're going to see what his hidden form is. So many fire bars. So many fire bars. Whoa, duck, Mario, duck! Hidden coins. Gotta get those hidden coins. Because if you don't, you'll have 3 less coins. Can you live with yourself? Alright, this is the first hammer throwing Bowser. A lot harder to jump over. Usually you want to run under these. But we can just kill him. He's a squid. He was a squid all along. World 6 Bowser is a squid. Now you guys know that. Duck Mario. That could be a good game. That's true. Alright, World 7. We're almost there, guys. A second bullet! Oh my goodness, that was cheating. Did you see that, guys? That was the second bullet. What? Absolute cheating. Oh my goodness! Mario! Uh-oh. There's like coins here, but I'm not going to even try to get them. No! My Mario died. Crown 1! My lives have been reduced to Crown 1. This could... I'm scared. I'm starting to feel scared. I feel the fear that can only arise out of Mario 1. Mario 1 fear. Whoa! Too many bullets! Oh my goodness. Can't go down that pipe. Alright, we're gonna try to kill these Hammer Brothers here. Whoa! The 1-up is like right here, I believe. It's right here. Bam. I bet most people haven't collected that 1-up right there. Have you guys? First World, Metal Machine, Monocule, Mr. Leo, Skittles. Have you guys ever collected the 1-up on World 7-1? Have you? You haven't, have you? You haven't. You haven't done it. Guess who has? Guess who has done it? All the time, Mr. Leo. I bow before Mr. Leo. Of course, Mr. Leo has. But the rest of you are not as cool as Mr. Leo. You would have had to collect all the coins on 6-3. You guys didn't even know that that was a thing. But of course Mr. Leo has. Like, he's different. He's different from all of you. He's special. Oh, Hammer Brothers! Battle them! Whoa! That's a tight bullet pattern. He jumped onto my head! Ouch! It hurt. I'm down to crown 1. Guys, this is not funny anymore. I'm down to crown 1. What do we do now? I don't know. Okay. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get these idiots. Is there power-ups in here? I think there's not, but let me just double check. I think there's not anything here. But there is here. There's a power-up here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'll just use the spring method to get it. Wait, wait, wait. Oh no, my mushroom, it went down the my mushroom. It's gone. You could get the 1-ups from that Buzzy Beetle, but that's okay. Hammer Brothers are the most dangerous thing in this game. Yeah. Just run through every level as fast as possible. I mean, yeah, that's the way that most people play, but like, I like to get all the secrets. I like to get all of them. I like to collect things from the bricks and stuff. When I was a kid, I would always try to check every single brick. As a kid, I didn't know that there could only be 1 power-up per screen. So I would always try to check every single brick. I never recognized that pattern somehow. Anyway, World 7-2, the second water stage. This is, again, another repeated... By the way, I didn't even call out. When we were on 6-3, did you guys notice how that was, like, gray? The gray tree stage, that always stood out to me. Like, why is it gray? I guess it's like the winter. It's like kind of frosty. The frosty tree stage of 6-3. It's like the only stage in the game that's like that. It's frosty. It's winter. 7-2 is a repeated stage. This is just simply 2-2, but with like twice as many squids. Like, that's it. That's the whole stage. It's just 2-2 with like more squids. So this is a stage where particularly we want to just get through as fast as possible. Since the squids are a bit slow, it's good to just kind of go fast on this stage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look out. Look out. Look out. Oh! Okay. It's close. But if you have a chance to just go, you should just go. There's no power-ups on water stages. Which is kind of like... I think there probably aren't power-ups because of, like, some mechanical reason. Watch out for the undertow. Only game that I know of that has an undertow. Yeah, the -1 stage is this stage. As a matter of fact, this is... It's not the only water stage in the game, but it's the only water stage that's a normal stage. There's a bonus stage that is a water stage that might be like this. And then there's also the final stage is a water stage. Whoa! Tight fish! Tight fish! Let him go ahead. There was a tight squeezy between those fish. The -1 stage looks like this because the -1 stage is... It's just that stage repeated over and over again. That's all it is. Because it's like a glitch. I think I played through the first new Super Mario Brothers game, but I remember nothing about it at all. Alright, so this is the final stage in the game for which collecting all the coins matter, because obviously 8-3 doesn't matter collecting all the coins. If you collect all the coins here, we make a 1-up appear in 8-1. This one in particular, you might want to not bother with. And of course, if you'd warp to 8-1, like most people usually do, that 1-up will always be there. So people are probably used to it being there. But coming from 7-3, it's pretty hard. I'll try to collect all the coins if I can, but I probably shouldn't try too hard to do that because of the danger of this stage. The danger. The danger. Oh, Mario 64 does well. That's true. Mario 64 is one of the best games ever made. And anybody who doesn't think so is wrong. 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 Let's see if we can get all the coins here. A little bit. You don't really want to stop on this stage, so a little bit dangerous to try to get all these coins here. Which is why I probably shouldn't do it, but get the power up will have a little bit more leeway. Oh! Okay. So far, so good. All of them so far. Good. 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 Almost at the end. Oh, fish! Flying fish! Man, I was so scared of this stage as well as a kid. Like the flying fish stage. When I was a kid, like, I worshipped this game. I was like, Mario, why? And like I played it like over and over again. I loved it. I was obsessed with the secrets. The flying fish. I feel like there was like an early roadblock. I couldn't get past the flying fish. We'd always be like, oh my god, the flying fish. Look out, those fish are flying. It was, I don't know, it was a noteworthy event as a kid. Fish flying is something you don't see every day. All right, it's going good. We're still at Crown Live 7-4. Now, this, of course, is the famous maze stage. World 4 that's a tutorial maze stage. This is the real deal. Now, let's just see if we can investigate the mechanics of this one. It's not that complex. It seems worse than it is. So the first one, I'll do it wrong initially. Top, bottom is not correct. But you see you have a choice of like down and up. You have like 2 choices, then 3, and then 2. So that means overall your chance of getting it right is like 2 times 3, 6 times 2, 12. You have a 1 in 12 chance of getting it right. Like if you check every possible combination, if you picked exactly all the wrong ones, you'd have to do it 12 times. It's not too bad really. But the correct one is not, is you know, it is the down, middle, up choice. Now, the second one is where it gets complicated, but I think that this one is actually pretty simple. It's sort of confusing. It's top, middle, top. But the thing is, as a kid, I used to think that you had to like jump over the first gap, drop down the second gap, and then loop around here, and then go through the middle, and then like loop around there, and then go back to the top. That's what I used to think. But I think it actually might just be top, middle, top, and that's it. Let's check. Yeah. So as long as you go through the middle part of the middle corridor, like the middle, then it registers. The rest of it doesn't matter. As a kid, I used to think it was more complex. I used to think that you had to like loop around platforms. They do this complicated kind of loop where you like loop around a bunch of platforms in the middle, but you don't have to do that at all. You just have to go through the middle, straight up. So it's just top, middle, top. It's not as complicated as it seems. I don't know why I thought that as a kid. It was cool. Thank you, First World. Oh man, we can't fireball. This guy, if you could fireball him, I think he would be a Hammer Brother. I want to try to preserve my power up if I can. But that's going to be difficult. It's hard to run under him as like Big Mario. Oh, I messed it up. Because 8-1 has no power-ups, but oh well. Power-ups are going to be in short supply from now on. Alright, World 8. Final world. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. Skittles, we're doing it, Skittles. I'm doing it. I'm really doing it. Now, the 1-up will be here. The 1-up will be here. Because I get all the coins in 7-3. It'll be right in here, like here, I think? There we go. All right, and was there there might have been a pipe you could go down, I don't remember exactly. Oh, that one. I think it's probably good to go down on that. Yeah, as a kid, 8-1, 8... I would always warp to World 8. World 8 as a whole was, like, really hard. 8-1, 8-2, 8-3, 8-4. They were all hard. And it took a lot of practice to, like, figure out how to beat these stages. It was fun. But the jumps, I remember the jumps being, like, really difficult. I'll show off the jumps when I get to them in a second. But there's one jump in 8-2 that really stands out in my mind. As being, like, very difficult. Even though it's actually pretty simple. If you know what to do. The star here. That's a useful one. Alright, these jumps here can be easy to die. Oh, I better hurry. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. It's also, I think, maybe the longest stage in the game. That jump there, pretty tricky. Pretty tricky jump. We should be close to the end. This is the end here, the end staircase. I have 40 seconds. Oh! Mr. Leo! And no checkpoints, because it's World 8. I died on the staircase. How embarrassing. Skills is ashamed of me. Let's do it again. This time we'll do it better. You know what I rewatched today? With my parents? The sitcom from the 80s? Perfect Strangers. And I haven't seen it in like probably over 20 years. And you know what? He was good. I love watching old TV shows that I haven't seen in a long time. Or any show. He was good. I enjoyed it. Perfect Strangers, good show. Balki Bartakamos. I did watch Silver Spoons, yeah, as a kid. I haven't seen it in a long time, of course. Man, I probably died there just because of the time, because I was rushing. That's why I died. Don't rush this time. It's a pretty long stage. The time is a factor in 8-1 as well. Whoa! Jumps! Oh my goodness. Tricky jump there. Alright. We're doing fine. Don't worry about it. We got plenty of time. Here's the staircase. Plenty of time. Don't rush it. Because this is Mario 1, you have the momentum to deal with. A little bit trickier than it looks to do those jumps, but it's not too bad as long as you take it slow. Silver Spoons. You know, listen, I love to go back and, like, all those old sitcoms, like, not only from the 80s, but, like, earlier, are just, they're great to go back to because, like, they're so, like, innocent and they're just so innocent and fun compared to stuff from these, like, nobody makes anything like that anymore. Like, TV shows with, like, that kind of, like, innocent, fun silliness to them, you know? There's nothing like that anymore. I don't think so, anyway. Like, yeah, wholesome. You could just put it that way. Like, there's such a lack of cynicism. Whoa! 8-2, another difficult stage. Oh, I missed the Lakitu. Alright, we're gonna try to go for this one up here. It's not too hard to get, really. Mainly just focus on dodging these flying Koopas. Oops! I'm an idiot. You remember that clip, Skittles? Yes. That's right. I thought about that when we were watching the show. Standing tall on the wings of my dreams. Standing, rise and fall. The wings of my dreams. The rain and thunder. Okay, it only works for the first part. Then bound for better days. My life and my dreams. And I'm not gonna reach them cause it's sad. That's Kirby the Forgotten World. I was singing that because the theme song of Kirby and the Forgotten World, it sounded like the same melody of Perfect Strangers to me. Funny and depressing. Because like on the final world of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, there's like a sad version. It sounds like a sad version of the Perfect Strangers theme. Like, I just found it to be very funny. No, you probably won't, Mr. Leo. I mean, the game, honestly, it's not a bad game. Like, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good Kirby game. But I thought the soundtrack was a little bit lacking. I don't know. It's pretty good, but like, it was not my favorite. I have to play through Kirby Superstar again. That's the real Kirby to replay. I haven't played through Kirby Superstar in like... Well, there's a bunch of Kirby games I need to play again, actually. Hey, Colic, what's up? I am... Kirby... Colic! Check it out. New layout. Look at the layout, Colic. It's new! It's new. Ooh. Black bars. More contrasty Maytag. Chun-Li is down here. Look. Wow. New font! Check out that font up there, Colic. It's new. Whoa, and I'm replaying Super Mario Bros. 1 for Replay May. And it's good. It's good time. I'm having a good time. My fun level is filling up rapidly. Oh! There's a power-up in here. Power-up in here, I think. Go for it. Whoa! Look out, Mario! Oh my goodness! Whoa! Oh, the second bullet came out of nowhere! Oh! Oh my goodness. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's good. What are other 3D Kirby? There's a new one that came out called Kirby's Gourmet Race. That's sort of like a Mario Kart kind of Kirby game, and I played a little bit of it with the niece and nephew. It seems pretty good. All right, right here. This is the jump that scared me as a kid. I didn't understand this jump. I didn't know what to do here. I didn't understand this jump. Because, like, you know, like you have to make a running jump and you want to run over the gap. The trick to this jump is to start running from the pipe. You can just simply do this. Wait! That's not right. It's supposed to work. Guys. What happened? No checkpoint! Well, we can get the 1-up again. I think this 1-up actually respawns, so... So bad. Oh my goodness. Get that Lakitu out of here. He's an idiot. That was not supposed to happen. Alright? I think the game must have glitched. I died. Even though I'm super good at games? What? That's good. Now we're getting some drama. We're getting some drama. It was too easy. It was all happening too easily before. We need some drama in here. This is good. Finally, some drama. Alright. I will never die to these Koopas again. Oh no, the 1-up! Get it! Get it! 1-up! Oh! I got it. I got it, guys. Everything's okay. Woo! I got it! Oh, Ma, I got it. What is exactly, Mr. Leo? No, I tried to do that trick, Colic. I'm not good at doing that. It's kind of tricky to do. Alright, this time, I will show you guys how you're supposed to do it. You stand on the edge of this pipe and you start running from here. It's easy. See? Like, what the heck? That's all you do. I told you guys. I don't know what happened. The game glitched, obviously. Yeah, you can also do it in World 6 as well. Whenever there's a turtle-type enemy on a stairs, you can do it. But it's not like I need those lives. I've been collecting every invisible 1-up. I'm doing the invisible 1-up requirements of collecting all the coins on, like, every 3rd stage, so... we're getting plenty of 1-ups from that. Whoa! Made it. We got this, guys. We got this! We got this, guys. Just 8-3 and 8-4 left. This is going to be easy. But this is the... I'm back up to crown lives. My lives have been crowned again. Wait a second. Wait a second. All right. The crown has made its reappearance, guys. The crown has reappeared. Traductus, I predict Traductus wins being wrong. I predict easy success with no deaths. Watch this. Now, this, I think, is my only chance to be on the stage with the power-up. Let's see what happens. There's a hidden block in one of these walls. I think I heard something about that, Colic. Yeah, I heard something about that. That's cool. Oh! No! Wait, there's power-ups in here, isn't there? I can still get more... Oh, no, I was wrong what I said before. There's power-ups in these bricks, isn't there? Oh, no! It bounced back. My mushroom. Will it come back if I wait here? Will it come back? My mushroom. No! Monocule, my mushroom! I needed that. I was hungry. Now we gotta do these upcoming Hammer Brothers are gonna be hard now. Without that mushroom. No, not these, but the ones... Oh, wait! Whoa! Oh, they were crowding me. They were crowding me with their hammers. I lost my crown. No! No, the crown was lost. No. The crown was lost. No. Stage is pretty hard because of the Hammer Brothers. So wait, make sure he doesn't jump to the bottom. He did. Wait, and kill him. Kill him. Oh, he's dead. Get the power up. Do not bounce it back like an idiot. Monocule must have thought I was a complete fool. No! What? That Bullet Bill cheated. He cheated. He was a cheater. Unbelievable. I'm gonna kill this idiot. He's going to die. Take that! You're an idiot! How dare you! I'll bounce that one back. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Alright, now right here we can use this turtle, right? To kill these Hammer Brothers here. Oh, I missed that one! Oh, it didn't get him! That was... He cheated! Oh my goodness, I can't believe this Hammer Brothers cheated. Alright, well, that's not good. I'll never get my crown back again. No.
My crown. I'm not gonna win with the crown. All I wanted was to win with the crown, you know? No! Oh, okay. I'm safe. No! I'm safe. 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 I'm not safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm not safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. Okay. Guys, I'm safe. It's okay. Everything's okay. Do Mario. I want to get a fire flower, please. I'm gonna get it. I got it. Monocule, I got it. Did you see that? I got it. 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 Alright, there's a secret coin here somewhere. Coming up soon. The rest of the stage is easy with this. Look, you see that white line? You guys see that? Secret. Can't hide from us, secret. Alright, we got some tricky jumps. Don't feel rushed. Don't feel rushed. That's what Bowser would want. We did it. We beat 8-3. The 8-3 that was so difficult for little Flipsider and little Mr. Leo. But I beat it because I'm big Flipsider. The final castle of the game. This is it, guys. I'll show you the correct pipes to go down. I'll show you. Those pipes are all wrong. Ooh, I want to make it to Bowser with fire. That one, guys, it's that one. It's that one there. Okay? Good. Alright. Next. If you go on the wrong pipe, it just takes you back to the beginning, of course. Oh man, fire can't hurt Buzzy Beetle. No, my fire! No! I can't kill Bowser with fire now! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I can't kill him with fire! Monocule is so disappointed. Oh. Alright, the secret water stage of evil. It's a water stage with fire bars. What? They can't put fire bars in water? They did. Colic Monocule. Likely Banavator. Productus wins. They did. Alright. A Hammer Brother on the ground. What do we do, guys? What do we do? We'll never get past this guy. Yes, we will. I'll show you the ultimate hidden super trick. Monocule. Mr. Leo, Skittles, watch this. Wait. You wait. Just wait. He's gonna get impatient. And when he gets impatient, that's when we make our move. Watch him. Watch him like a hawk. Watch him. I'm watching. Go! He got impatient. Did you see that? He got impatient. If you just wait there for about 50 seconds on the Mario clock, he suddenly moves towards you because he'll chase you down. And for a moment, he stops throwing hammers. And that's when you can get the jump on him. That's a super secret, ultimate Mario trick for you, the viewer. Alright, Bowser's an asshole. Oh! Yes! I did it! Oh, look, it's Princess Peach. She looks exactly like... Wait, hold on a second. She looks exactly like that. Guys, look, what do you think? She looks exactly like that, right? She looks exactly like that. Look, look, look. Wait, look. Yep, that's her. See?
That's her. Yep, look. That's her. It's the same person. It's the same person. That's the same person. Wow. All right, guys, we're going to play through it again. All right, let's play. Look, I can world select now by pressing the B button. Look at the worlds. I can go right back to world 8 if I want to. But I'll go to world 1. How come Bowser's gray? You see, he's gray because he had a rare disease. He had Bowser COVID. Which is a thing that many people didn't know about at the time. Just for this game, and after this game, he got over it. Alright, let's play through the game again. Oh my goodness, why is this Goomba a buzzy beetle? What's going on? How could this be? And the enemies move quicker now. Whoa. Of course, the first hidden one-up is always there. Did you know if you make a fire flower appear and then take a hit, and then collect the fire flower as Little Mario, it does not turn you into Fire Mario. It just turns you into Big Mario. Did you guys know that? It's true. Oh my god, these turtles are so fast. Calm down, turtles. Wow. Oh, let me stop my timer. They turned... Maybe he's a zombie. You're right, Metal Machine. He might be a zombie King Koopa. That's true. By the way, he was called King Koopa in original Japanese. Bowser's a name that the American Nintendo came up with, right? They came up with the name Bowser for this game. And, you know, that name kind of stuck. I'm excited. I'm going along the top. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. Whoa. All right. This is it. Time for Minus World. All right. How do you get to Minus World? You need one brick, right? Like this, I think. And then you gotta like duck jump into it. Something like this. All right, guys, it's time for Minus World. Here we go. We got this. We got this, guys. Just don't kill the brick. Do I have to be in... Oh, I got it! I did it. I just minused my world. Did you see that, Monocule? Look at this. All right. We just got to the ultimate super secret. I remember hearing about this as a kid. Like, hey, Flipsider. Well, they didn't call me Flipsider. They called me my name. Hey, Brian, you know that in Super Mario Brothers, there's a minus world. What are you talking about, bro? There's a minus. If you can jump into the brick, and you can there's possible you can warp into the. It's a super secret. You can go to the minus world. Dude, what's minus world? What's that? We're in it right now. Minus world. Just like the children told me when I was a child. It looks exactly like 2-2. Guys, minus world is... There's 4 squids on the screen, though. That's not supposed... There's too many squids. What the hell? What's Famicom Disk System Minus World? Wait, what is that? Wait, I don't remember the difference. What's the difference? What's Famicom Disk System Minus? What is that? Whoa.
Red Mages, what's up? I just beat Super Mario Bros. 1 Warpless. I just did it. How do you feel about that, Red Mages? I did it. I did it. What? I just finished this stage and it's the same stage again? How can this be? Alright, let's do it again. I mean, I am assuming that Nintendo programmed this secret world properly, so let's just do it again. Let's do it again. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I tried it on stream like a long time ago, back in like 2017 or 16 or something. I gave it a couple attempts and I found it to be pretty difficult, but now I'm doing it. No problem. Anyway, I'm in Minus World now, Red Mages. Red Mages, do you like Minus World? It's kind of like the opposite of the normal world. Have you guys ever wanted to go to Minus World in real life? -1. Look where you start in the middle. Whoa, wait a second. That's not right. Why do you start there? Whoa, why do you start there? That's not right, guys. That's not right. That's true, Red Mages. I've always thought that about you. That's true. No, no, no! Ah! They got me. No, Minus World. There's too many squids in Minus World. Why'd they put so many squids in here? It's making me hungry. We've got to complete Minus World. Guys, listen. To be honest with you, Minus World is not completable. It just repeats the same exact thing over and over and over again. Forever. Can I really defeat infinity levels? I can't. Oh my goodness, I think it's repeating. What's happening? Minus World! What are you? What is this Minus World? Red Mages, how do you like the new layout? Lydia from Beetlejuice. Does that sound like something she would say, like from the cartoon or something? Lydia from Beetlejuice, that's good. That's a good reference. Ooh, good dodging there. It's almost as if this repeats infinitely and I'm wasting my time and this is completely pointless. But that can't be. Can't be. Oh, fish! Red Mages, I got to Minus World on stream. What do you think about that? Do you like my new layout? And also, how do you feel about Minus World? Yeah, you do Metal Machine. Did you ever watch? I never watched the Beetlejuice cartoon. I think it was a little bit too late for me. I was out of cartoons by then. This is a really good game. You know, Super Mario Bros. 1 is pretty good, but Super Mario Bros. 1 where you just repeat Minus World over and over again, now that's real gaming. Look at this. This is real gaming here. This is good. I did it. Another Minus World. Let's do it, guys. Let's do... The time never goes back. The time never goes back to normal. I just noticed that. The layout is different, Red Mages, yes. Check it out. Look. Look, use your eyeballs. Does it look different? It's different. The font is different. There's black bars. Look at the Maytag on the left. She's more contrasty now. No, I died. What? Time up. Game over. Your time never goes back up. I should have had more lives. Well, let's just go back to World 8-1. Right, guys? They're all Buzzy Beetles now. What? This is crazed. What's going on? They're all buzzy beetles. Can this be? I can't believe it. Replay May. What a day. I love Mario Brothers 1. This is a good game. Very good. Even the beetles are beetles. Exactly. Exactly, Traductus. You get it. Exactly. The beetle. Even the beetles are beetles. Even the very popular pop musician band, the Beatles, are the Beatles. Whoa, look at me jump. I'm such a good jumper. Let's beat the game again, guys. I got a firework. Now, this is good content. Look at this. Good content. I love Mario. I love Guys, the truth is that I love Mario. I'm sorry. I've got to be honest. I love Mario. Mario, I love you. I love you, Mario. 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 What? Does that only work if you're big or something? Do 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 do. I forget if there's anything different if you beat the game on the second quest. Mario was the first game to have a second quest. Did you guys know that? It's true. It's true. You know, I've never beaten the Zelda 1 second quest on stream. Should do that, shouldn't I? Shouldn't we play through the Zelda 1 second quest? We should. Should do that. Why don't we do that? We're idiots. We should be doing that right now. Oops. Okay. Good game. We did it. Zelda 1 second quest. We're not going to do that right now. Let's see here. Take these off. What should we play now? Let's play more NES game. Let's play more NES. What should we play now, guys? What do you think? I know we should play. Wait a second. I know. I want to play this again. Oh, I don't have the cover for this. Hold on. I got to find the cover. I didn't realize I didn't have it. Oh yeah, it looked like that. Let's see, do they have a nice version of this? Ooh, that's a good version. Wait. Huh. Oh, sorry. I got yawn. Okay, 1 second. Let me just go to. Let me go to here. I found some nice art at the end.